It was scary and terrifying because we are living on almost the last floor, and until you wake up a child, until you get down, it takes quite a long time. And of course, due to the possibility of more launches today, as it is happening now, I had to leave the child at home and basically to take day off work in order to not go anywhere, because I don't want to sit in the basement because it's cold, unpleasant there, and children are scared too. No truce, none. My father is a serviceman, my stepfather is a serviceman. I have a lot of friends who are servicemen. Both great uncles went to defend us. Considering father is from 2014, there in the army, and that's why there is no truce, no mercy, unfortunately. Never before in my life have I felt it. I came back to Ukraine from abroad. I would have never been in Ukraine during the war, and it's a first massive attack for me. There isn't any guarantee that this truce will be on a permanent basis. It could be only a temporarily truce, as if it is a frozen conflict.
Нема жодної гарантії, що це перемир'я буде на постійній основі. Це може бути тільки тимчасове перемир'я, як ніби заморожений конфлікт.
We realized that we could not be at the table but instead welcome the new year in the underground. But to welcome the new year in underground, it's pretty romantic. So maybe we could open champagne in the underground. We will see. In any case, when you see how the conditions in which guys are fighting, it's no comparison with what we feel.
Пускайте сопровождение, будем снизу принимать, давай.
I heard a whistle and then an explosion. The smoke started to rise and the fire broke out. First thing I did, I called my partner. He is working in the opposite end of the storage. He said to call the firefighters and all other services. I called them and they are still working on it.
А ну переступай дальше.
There was an explosion, then flames. I grabbed my head. My head was staring at the asphalt. I fled into the subway station. A few days ago, we all know that our equipment shot down three of their Su aircraft, then sank the ship. The new year is coming, joy for us, but I knew that it would not end well, that they would fire back very hard. I had a premonition, and the joy of the holidays is what it is, joy on the face, but tears and pain inside.
Да, там просто залезть надо. Ну, вроде. Что смотри.
Все в Украине. На ту сторону. Бегом, 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 давайте.
Так вы только что ходили.
Они не знают, как Дима, я выключил кастрюлю.
Так а зачем вдвоем идти?
А он не знает, как выключать.
As if now assistance has been organized with the participation of local self government bodies, and our volunteers in emergency and rescue operations are ongoing to search for people, including those who are still missing. The main strike was in the shopping center. There was a strike near the maternity hospital. Thank God no one was injured. There was an air alert. People were evacuated. At the moment, units of the state emergency service are working at all places where enemy missiles landed. A heating point and a point of psychological assistance to the population are deployed. The forces and means are currently sufficient.
Russia on Friday unleashed one of its biggest missile attacks of the Ukraine war. That's according to Ukrainian officials, who said dozens of civilians had been killed and more than 160 wounded in the country's southern and western regions. The Ukrainian Foreign Ministry said the vast end-of-year air assault showed there should be no talk of a truce with the Kremlin, at a time when uncertainty hangs over the future of vital Western support. In Kyiv, people fled to the underground metro as apartment blocks and a factory were struck. Local resident Maria said she was woken at 7:30 a.m. by a horrible sound.
So frightening. The missile was flying and everything was buzzing, whirring. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to run down to the shelter. I thought of running into the bathroom. As I went inside the bathroom, the mirror flew off the wall with such force that 1 minute or a second earlier, I would have had cuts all over.
Rescue workers in Kharkiv, Zaporizhia, and the port city of Odessa worked to free those trapped in the debris. Multiple fatalities have been reported in the regions, with dozens injured, including children, as residential buildings were shelled. Ukraine's Air Force said it had shot down 87 cruise missiles and 27 drones out of a total of 158 aerial targets fired by Russia. Ukraine's army chief said the bombardment also targeted critical infrastructure and industrial and military facilities. The country's energy minister says power outages have been reported across Ukraine. Ukraine has been warning for weeks Russia could be stockpiling missiles to launch a major air attack on the energy system. U.S. President Joe Biden on Friday called Russia's latest missile barrage on Ukraine a stark reminder that Russian President Vladimir Putin remained committed to destroying Ukraine, adding, quote, "He must be stopped."